Hey y'all, I'm Shayna and I'm back with another review. This is for BMF Season 3, Episode 306, Casualties of War. Let's jump right into it. But real quick, before we do, if you haven't already and you enjoy this type of content, be sure to check out my other videos, like the video, subscribe because it's always a growing channel. Check out my community tab. I've had a lot going on this week. I've been joining panels and being a guest on other content creators' channels. So please check out the community tab and be sure to check out those videos. Thank y'all for liking and subscribing. It's helping to push my content through the crazy YouTube algorithm. And trust me, I appreciate y'all so much. So let's go. So we start off at Lil Milton's funeral. And I said, oh, we starting off so sad, ending so sad last week, starting so sad this week. Just sad, sad, sad. Mish makes an appearance at the funeral. We also see Terry at a gravesite, and I don't know who that was in that picture. Like, I forgot who that was. Like, let me drop down in the comments because y'all know I'm terrible with the names on this season. And you want to know why? Because everybody who came on this season only was on for 2-3 episodes, and now they gone. Like, I can't keep up. But let me know who that was. And we also see Detective Brian and Cynthia Bailey. They at little Kevin's gravesite. May he rest, okay? And we won't be calling Detective Brian Detective much longer, but we're going to get into it. So Goldilocks walks up to Mish like, why are you here? And Mish is like, it's a shame someone so young had to go. That just pissed him off, okay? So Goldilocks he told his boy, his right-hand man, like, from now on, when we see Mish, it's on site. Like, he's not going to keep disrespecting me. So Detective Jen, we see her at Kevin's funeral. And I'm like, where is Whitney Houston? Did she make it or not? Like, where is her funeral? Y'all didn't even have her going out right. She didn't get nothing. Like, I really wanted to see what was going to happen with her and her father. And that we'll just never know. But I digress. So Detective Brian sees T from across the way. And he yells, my son shouldn't be in the grave. And it's like, Detective Brian, please get a grip. Put your bald head. It is not their fault. Had you stopped worrying about them and paid more attention to your son, maybe, I said it so many times. Anywho, T was like, sorry for your loss, but we are mourning as well, okay? And Brian said, F you, and pushed him in the ditch, okay? Had him 6 feet under. So then we see Mish and his crew. They're grieving, but Mish is always thinking of a master plan. He want to take out Goldilocks and the MKs. He talking to his partner, the one who be wearing them Dwayne Wayne glasses from a different world. Yeah. He was talking to him, whatever his name is, child, because should I remember? I don't know if it's worth it because I don't know next season. But anyway, so he telling him, like, look, I see a crack in the foundation over there with Locks and his partner, his right-hand man, seem like he want to be top dog. So I'm going to go over there, connect with them, connect with him. And then we're going to take out the MKs. So that's the plan. So Terry and Mish are on the phone. In the next scene, it's clear to see that Mish is the leader here. Terry's always having doubt and questioning stuff and second guessing. And those are not leadership qualities. And I was really more so surprised to see that Wanda was in the house. Like, hey, girl, when you going to have that baby? So Mish got home, he came back to his house after, the sad day of funerals. And his nosy neighbor came questioning him about his proof of income. And he gonna tell her he hit the lottery. So she started complaining about his grass. And right then and there, I said, oh, Lord, HOA. I can't stand the HOA. We get a little history on HOA. We should do away with HOA, especially in this economy. Like, I feel like they the devil. Why am I paying y'all to nag me about my grass? Like, this don't make no sense. But Mish was like, yeah, why you worrying about that? You need to be worrying about those men coming in and out of your house while your husband is at work. And I said, oh. And she was like, cut your lawn. And he gonna say, change your sheets. Child. So moving on, I'm back in Detroit. After Charles got some of Lucille's good, okay? And Lucille got some of that good. All right, she started cooking. I ain't seen her on the stove in a minute. She humming and he grabbing her hips and they rocking back and forth. I said, okay, Charles back in there. But not all the way, okay? The door was cracked. He got his foot in and that's it. Now, Nikki's gonna tell, she's like, oh, y'all getting back together? Like, what's all this cuddling? And Lucille shut that down. She was like, no, And then Nicole was like, this isn't going to end well. I said, Nikki getting a little too grown for me. I don't know what y'all think. So, and more importantly, did they pay off Nikki's credit card debt, or what's going on with that? Excuse me. So the phone rings and Nikki answers, saying wrong number. Her and Lucille look at each other like clearly that's the doctor. Charles is not slow. He knows it's a doctor. She might as well say, here, Mom, it's the doctor, because everybody knew what was going on. So Charles was like, listen, I'm like my family back together. All those years ago when you picked me and you had to settle for flipping burgers at Wendy's for the rest of your life. Yeah, I was the better choice. I'm the best man. Okay, heard that. So Terry, he pays Henrietta a visit. He want to squash the beef because he like, look, it's been funerals all week long. I'm tired of it. I don't want to do this no more. Like, let's just end it here, please. Enough is enough. So Henry gonna say, you're claiming to be the king of Detroit, but you're really just a court gesture. And T was like, look, I came to talk to you man to man. Who's child? Henry said, damn that. We gonna forever be enemies. I don't know what you think this is, but this ain't that. So when we see Goldilocks and, his boy who's supposed to be like his brother, supposed to be, they started beefing just as predicted. And Homeboy want to team up with BMF and take out the MKs. That's what he's telling Locks. But Locks is stubborn. He refuses. And like Nikki said, this is not going to end well. So Brian is at the police station. He tells Jen that Henry is a woman. And then the chief comes up and he confirms that Whitney Houston is gone. Lord, rest in peace. So Chief tells Brian that his suspension is over. He always calls him problems. The suspension done with. You just fired at this point. You're just done. Turn on your badge for good. So he can't tell people he's a detective anymore. Now, we saw that scene last season when it was supposed to be like, in the future, like in early 2000s, and when he done caught T and he was a detective again. So something must have happened. So I can't wait to figure out how he got his job back. So he was like, cool. Like, why would this man just lost his son? Like, now is not the time. You couldn't save this for next week. But it don't matter. Chief come over to Jen and he's like, and what you got to say? And she's like, I don't want to lose my job. Shoot. This happened, that happened, this happened, that happened. She starts singing like a bird, telling it all, telling what happened with the ambulance, who Bryant is working with, like who Henry is. And the chief was like, thank you for spilling the beans. You're suspended now and you can turn in your stuff. Give me your badge and your pow. Give me the strap right now. And I was like, girl, you got that snitching for nothing, girl. Just to get suspended. You should have been running your mouth all along. You still have your job. So we see a scene and it's just T having a dream that, seasoned married cougar cat Markeisha was shot in the back while she was on top of him. He wakes up and Markeisha feels like he being secretive. Now she does give him a lot of good information about Henrietta, who her father is, everything he need to know. She lets him know she got daddy issues. But I don't know what it is. It's just something about Markeisha I just can't stand. Like, I don't like her. Like, I don't like nothing about her. I just can't stand it. Like, it's something about that wig they put on Lala that ages her like 10 years. Like, put like 10 years on her. I don't know what it is. Like, she's supposed to be 27, but I don't know. It's giving anyway. So Meech has a repass at his home after all that blood was shed, okay? And we hearing that the Red Dogs are snatching people up left and right. So Brian went to Henry's trap house like a silent assassin, but he should have known better because he was taking people out. And then when he finally got to Henry, Braxton was there. He put one to his head, and the other people was there too. So now they're going to make an example out of Brian. And I'm like, how much more can he take? He already lost Kevin. So Meech and the crew member with the glasses, well, the crew member got pulled over. And Red Dogs was like, we don't got no rules. We don't got to read you no rights. We don't got to do none of that. Like, whatever we say, go. So they roughing them up and just being extra. And I'm like, why would you take on that job? Like, what do you get? Like, what is it, a power trip? What do you get out of doing all this? Like, because y'all, at this point, you not trying to, like, fight crime. Like, you taking your anger out on people and just being all extra rough. I don't get it. So after they violated all types of rights, they tried to get Meech by letting some dog loose, but he got away. He pulled off. So Lucille tries to give Nikki birth control. And Nicole said, "You need this more than I do." Girl, had it been my mama, we would have been moving the furniture. Okay, some teeth probably would have been on the floor for saying, but getting all sassy like that. So Nikki was like, "Look, the doctor been calling a lot. Why does the doctor have a number to the house? Lucille, if you don't get you a beep, call me, beat me if you want to reach me, beat me, hit my pager, beat me." Okay, don't call the house. Lucille, if you're gonna have a side piece, ask Charles how to do it right. But anyway, Lucille blurted out that she's trying to protect Nikki because she doesn't want her to get stuck like she is. Boom, there it is. I knew she felt that way. She did not want to live this life. Listen, I was just on Ladies Panel over there on Brillo's channel. Check it out if you didn't catch it. The link is in my community tab. It's just a, shameless plug. But anyway, and I said over there, like, you're acting like Lucille is tired of Charles because he cheated. Lucille was tired of Charles before he cheated. Okay, she is tired of this. She felt stuck. She feel like she's settled. She's not happy. She's sick of being broke. She's sick and tired of being sick and tired. And him cheating was the icing on the cake. Nikki was like, "I ain't gonna be nothing like you or my brother's baby mamas, okay? I'm not getting pregnant like y'all are. I'm not even having sex." And again, we need to address that Nikki lost her boyfriend right in front of her. Like, why are we not talking to her about this? Like, Lucille ain't thinking. I get one better for your daughter or your kids in general. You always do. Especially as a mother, you want to see your daughter be better than you were. I know I do. But this is not the way to go about it, okay? She's doing it all wrong. There ain't no handbook here. But obviously what you're doing isn't working. She's not receiving it. I think she's going to take the birth control out. Lucille told Nikki, like, take the pills. It's not going to hurt you. Actually, those hormones are terrible for her, and she probably shouldn't take it, but I guess it's better than a baby child. So Brian wakes up in the middle of nowhere. Meanwhile, T visits Henry's dad to try to squash the beef. And this ain't going to work, in my opinion. I just feel like this is a waste of time. So all of Meech's crew is getting snatched up left and right by the Red Dogs. His working girl, Angel, she like, "Look, I'm a hustle at the club and ear hustle, see what information I can get." So then he get a hard knock at the door. And I'm like, who could that be? Child, HOA again threatening him about cutting the grass. And he up here getting smart. You better not play with them. She said she's going to put a lien on the house. And it's not worth it. Like, you don't want to play with HOA. So T got LaWanda's her college student cousins working for him. Let's stop getting our family all involved and all that, please. So Remy's partner, Remy's Goldilocks, he meet up with Meech alone at a little mom and pop shop. Okay, like they there, but they not facing each other till they find out, like, okay, we both came alone, so we ain't on that. So the plan is for them to try to partner like Meech wanted to do. Henry's dad, they had an event. He's talking to her, and he tell her that T came to talk to him to squash the beef. And she's like, "I'm not surprised he went over my head. He came to you because you're a man." And it's like, girl, what's going on? We need a little more details of the backstory of why she is this way. Where is her mama at? What happened with this wanting to be a man thing? What is this? What is this? Why do you keep saying that? He came to you and you wasn't listening, so he went to your dad. Not probably because he's a man. He went to him because he's your dad. Like, you work under your dad still, do you not? But anyway, this is just a side note. This don't got nothing to do with anything. I hate that shape up. Like, whose idea? Like, it's awful. I don't like her. So Braxton doesn't understand how he raised someone so unlike him. How you could raise and try to do all the things you want to do. This Henry she's her own person. Okay, she's gonna do what she wants. And Henry's like, "Oh, you still wish you had a boy?" Like, girl, you how old? What? Let it go. Who told her that he wanted a boy and said, shame on you for telling, because she ain't never let it go. It's an identity crisis. So Braxton told her that she need to right her wrongs. He's always saving her and getting her out of trouble. She's not doing the same thing for him. She messing up what he got going on with politics and stuff. But like Goldilocks, she's stubborn and refuses. Girl. Whatever, you don't have nobody on your side. Ain't nobody gonna want to work with you. You acting like that. So Lucille, we see her looking the best she ever looked, honey. And Charles like, where are you going? And she said, I ain't keeping no secrets. I'm going on a date. Now, excuse me. Now, we know Lucille don't keep no secrets because when she went out on a date with Snoop Dogg, she told him she was going out with him as well. So this ain't her first go around going out to dinner. So Charles, being a man is not working, honey. You thought you was putting it down in the bedroom, but it's not looking like. Okay, but he told her, you know what? I'm gonna give you the space to go do what you got to do. Go and get it out your system so we can move on with our marriage. Now, would a man typically do that in real life? Probably not. I don't know who's writing the script. Anyway, Mish, his working girl. She dancing on some old man. I don't know who he is. He working politics or whatever's going on. Is that the one Lala was talking to? Is she out? She's talking to somebody. And she's finding out all the info that Mish needs. And shout out to the working girls. Baby, I can't do it. I can't be up there doing all that on some old man. It's just cringy and ugh. But in the next scene, Mish, his partner come out, beat up, and his girl and another crew member informed him like, yo, they trying to pin a case on you, okay, for murder, okay. Pow, 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 powing, okay? They're trying to pin a case on you. And Misha's like, look, I got to get up out of here. He's like, ever since I came down here, it's been issue after issue. They was like, you got to go dark. Like, you're going to have to lay low for a minute. So Angel told him that she want to go with him. But he's like, no, I'm not doing that. I ain't bringing nobody with me. It's too dangerous. I'm going alone. And she was like, well, you can't be mad if I move on by the time you come back. And in fact, I hear Goldilocks, a.k.a. whatever his name is. What is his name? I wrote it down, but I can't read. Oh, my God. My handwriting is so awful. It don't. Ooh. Anyway, Goldilocks, because that's what he's called over here. You know, he got the lock shot on. I'm talking about. She said, I heard that he pays well. So she messed up real, real bad because Mish was like, excuse me? You was never down for me. What? After I've been holding you down, letting you live here. He wasn't kicking her out or nothing. He just said you can't come, and it wasn't safe for her to go. He was like, I don't trust you. You was never loyal, and I never want to see you again. Now, that might hurt him because, of course, she's going to be linking up with his enemies because that's just how she moved. Like, that's just how she is. Now, y'all let me know down in the comments if you're surprised by her actions. Now, I thought that she was going to go back with Neo at first. I'm not surprised by her actions, though. Like, she's loyal to herself. She's loyal to her. She needs somebody around who she's not, because he's like, I know you'll be fine. You can go get it on your own. That's not her mental. Like, you seeing more in her than she's seeing herself. That's not the type of woman that she is. So you can't have nobody that you're tricking on living in your house. Where's your children? I'm going to keep saying it. So Markeisha, she wants to go on a romantic vacation. But T was like, okay, well, you know, LaWanda about to give birth any day. So once she give birth, I mean, we'll go after that. But I'm about to have a child. And Markeisha looks pissed and she's jealous and it's unbecoming. Lucille's on her date with the doctor. And he feels the way that she's been avoiding his calls. And Lucille said, like, look, I'm still married and we're separated, but we still live together. And at first I was like, well, okay, maybe that's why he kept blowing up her phone because he didn't know they was still living together. But if Nikki's answering the phone and he's saying wrong number, then you know what time it is. Why do you keep calling the house? Like, what you trying to do? Are you trying to get at Charles? Let him know you in the picture. What is this about? And she was like, we have all these memories together. And then the doctor gonna say, and we have memories together as well. From high school? Fool, let that go. She got grown kids now, grandchildren. So LaWanda, she's in labor, and Nikki calls the doctor to deliver the baby. But first, he looked at the beeper, had pulled the pager out, and I'm thinking like, oh, he must got a wife or a whole nother family somewhere. He cannot be trusted. It's something about him, his chocolate self. I mean, I ain't mad at Lucille. Like, I understand, but it's something about him that's suspicious. So they call him, they come rushing. Tia taking Markeisha on a date to his restaurant. And he like, yes. She like, I want to go somewhere fancy with wine. Terry, what? Yes, she gives you good information and helps you. And, you know, you wanted to get her, like, that was your dream girl. And you got her and you have, but she is not down for you like that, like on a personal level. Like, you talking about this is my grandma's recipe. She don't care about grandma's recipe. Okay. She's bougie. Ain't nothing wrong with being a little bougie, but like it's like when you love somebody like she claimed to love him, like this is his restaurant. You want I don't know. Anyway, she's not the one. So after he puts his phone down, he put the pager down, she turns both of them off. Child. So at Charles and Lucille's house, Luanda gives birth with help of the doctor. This is so awkward because the doctor's is in Charles' house helping his granddaughter to be born. Terry's nowhere to be found. It's a hot mess happening right now. So Terry comes late, and Luanda, she was like, "Get the F around me, get away from me." He's like, "I was out trying to take care of the family." And she's like, "Your cook gave you up. I know who you was with. I know who you was with, okay? You and your one eye can't leave her alone." So he missed the birth because of Markeisha. And he's still going to go and continue to be with Markeisha. Like, help me to understand. The doctor, he was like, because Luanda was cussing Terry out, and he said, like, "Oh, go outside, son," or something like that. He said something, son. And Charles was like, "He's not your son." And the way the doctor looked at him, either he's trying to get some get back for Lucille rejecting him all those years ago and he never let it go, or he want to get a lick back because Charles stole her from him. I don't know what his MO is, but he is not trying to settle down and be serious with Lucille, that's for sure. If Lucille want to have a little fun, she need to make that clear, but don't be on a date and then be talking about, "I want to honor my vows." Girl, this don't make no sense. Let's cut the doctor off. Like, you already sleeping with Charles again, girl. You just make a decision. So Henry pulls up on her cousin. I think that's her cousin or whoever that is. I thought it was her cousin, but whoever she been working with. And she licks, I knew it was what was that? A blowtorch? She licks it and it was gross and everything about her. I don't know. She really playing this villain role really well because we really can't stand her. That's for sure. She lights up the blowtorch and like lights him up. Like she burns him alive. I guess she found out he was working with T because she got the jacket that T was giving out earlier to his crew. I don't know. I think that's what was going on at the end. Either way, I don't like her, and she burned somebody, and that was that. So y'all let me know what y'all think about this episode down in the comments. What you think's gonna happen next week, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.